Alright, YouTubers, welcome back to War Thunder with the Angry Nerd, and today we are back in the Air Forces looking at the Soviet I-185 M-82. Now, the I-185s can be found here in the second column of the Russian tree. The first one can be found the fifth tab down. It is a Tier 3 fighter. And the next one can be found the sixth tab down. It is a Tier 4 fighter. I'm only doing the Tier 3 185 M-82 right at this minute. Basically, I don't have the Tier 4 version of this yet, but I have really been so disappointed with the Tier 3 version. I'm really not looking forward to the Tier 4 version. So let's take a quick look at the I-185 M-82. So the I-185 was a Soviet fighter designed in 1940. It was designed based off of the I-180, which was itself developed from the I-16. The I-185 was flown with 3 different engines, but all of them were either insufficiently developed for service, or their full production was reserved for other fighters already in production. The first prototype was completed in May 1940 utilizing the unproven 1492 kilowatt or 2000 horsepower 18-cylinder 2-row M90 radial engine. But the only example of the M90 engine did not provide enough power for takeoff. So they had a plane that couldn't fly, basically. The prototype was modified to use another experimental engine, the 895 kilowatt or the 1200 horsepower M81 radial, but this engine was not nearly powerful enough for flight test. The I-185 M81 finally took to the air on January 11, 1941, but it was decided not to waste further development and await for a more powerful engine, which was fortunate as the M81 engine was canceled in 1941. Flight testing of the M71 powered versions of the I-185 resumed in early 1942. And the M71 powered versions proved to be faster than the Messerschmitt Bf-109F by 47 kilometers or 29 miles per hour at sea level, and 20 kilometers or 12 miles per hour at 6,000 meters. Or 19,685 feet, with a top speed of 630 kilometers or 390 miles per hour at altitude. It was recommended for immediate production even before it began combat trials in November 1942. The 3 prototype aircraft were assigned to the 728th Fighter Aviation Regiment of the 3rd Air Army. Pilot reports were quite enthusiastic. The 728th commander wrote, "The I-185 outclasses both Soviet and foreign aircraft in level speed. It performs aerobatic maneuvers easily, rapidly, and vigorously. The I-185 is the best current fighter from the point of control, simplicity, speed, maneuverability, especially in a climb, armament, and survivability. That was from the commander of the 728th. Based on these glowing reports, preparations began to put the I-185 M-71 into production in 1942. A production standard aircraft was built in April 1942 with a redesigned engine cowling. Its gross weight increased by 144 kilograms or 317 pounds over the earlier prototypes, but the reduction in drag from the new cowling was significant, and the top speed increased to 650 kilometers per hour or 400 miles per hour at 5,000 meters. It underwent manufacturer's test between June and October and was submitted for state acceptance test on November 18th. However, flight testing was interrupted when the engine needed replacing between December 17th, 1942 and 26 January 1943. The new engine failed promptly the next day, and the aircraft crashed on 27 January 1943. Test flights were ordered to be continued with the original prototypes to validate the range figures, but the I-185 program was canceled after yet another engine failure and crash of the favored 2,000 horsepower M-71 equipped I-85 on 27 January 1943. The Soviets decided to continue with the aircraft that were already in production, since they were geared up for those anyway. So here in War Thunder, the I-185 is a rank 3 with a battle rating of 4.0. It has a max speed of 405 miles per hour with a 20.3 second turn time and comes equipped with 3 20mm Shavak cannons with 560 rounds. I, as you know, utilize a joystick while flying on realistic settings, and I cannot stand this aircraft. Its maneuverability, handling, climb rate, I mean, it's all just garbage in my opinion. Now this is all utilizing the joystick. I haven't utilized the mouse control to see how it handles with that, but I do just want to show you what aggravates me so much about this plane. So bear with me for just a minute in this test flight. Sorry, it's taking a minute to load up. Let me get her in the air and get her up to speed. When I say I'm going to get her up to speed, I'm going to get her up to 250 or so miles per hour. Alright, we're up to 250. I'm going to turn around toward the airfield and try not to bleed off too much speed. And I'm not giving full stick control, which is, you know, what I suggest when you're utilizing this plane. Okay, this is the airfield right here. So we're facing in this direction. I'm going to pull a 360. Okay, see, for one, it's hard to keep the reticle on the horizon, and you see how it's jerking as it's turning. This is with full input. Okay, that was a 360 degree turn. That's dog crap. Let's see, there's a vehicle over here. But, you know, the thing does come with 320s, and that is quite nice. One burst there of 20mm and that truck was gone. So when you're turning this plane really tight, let's do it in third person view. It's like a dolphin trying to swim. See that? Imagine trying to aim at somebody while you're turning. So you can't give it full input, you just have to ease it along, right? Full input starts that wag. So now that I've informed you of that, let's exit on out of this test flight. I'm hoping that based on the little bit of research and stuff that I just read to you, that the M-71 version of this plane will be much better, but I'm really not looking forward to it at all. So, that being said, let's queue up for a battle and see what we can do here with the I-185 M-82. Alright, well, let's see what we can do with the I hate this airplane. I mean the I-185 M-82. Excuse the dogs, they're outside playing. African Canyon. All right. Okay, we are without a load. We have 20mm stealth ammunition selected at 500 meters targeting. Let's go to battle. Veer off to the right. Gain a little altitude. There we are. I-185. See what we're up against. There's an A-20, a B-25, another B-25, an LA-5, another 185, a PBJ, BF-109F4, two Curtiss P-40s, another 185, a Yak-1B, a Hurricane Mark II, and a Focke-Wulf 190A1. That's what I see so far. There are two teams consisting of 2 players each. No, there are 3 teams consisting of 2 players each. Teams are sometimes hard to deal with. Okay, let's see. I'd love to jump all over this Fokker Wolf. I hate those. I hit him, but I didn't do much to him. But I'm not going to try to turn with him. Got him. All right. Another 185 down low. He just survived an attack from that yak. See if we can put a couple of rounds in him. Got him. Ooh, we got a B-25 over here skirting low. At 26 rounds, that's not enough to engage that A-20 or finish off that B-25. And my engine is just about to go black. It did. I'm going to put a couple of rounds in one of these airplanes regardless. And then I'm going to try to make it back to my airfield. Can't make it. Gotta head back. Gotta head back. I'm using my cannon fire to slow me down. Hopefully that B-25 and A-20 won't come back and catch me over here sitting on the airfield. In about 15 seconds before I am rearmed and repaired. Okay, we're back in the air. There is a Yak-1 flying around up here. He's 3 Ks away. I'm going to head back toward this other air base. It's almost wiped out. See if I can find those, that B-25 or that A-20 trying to come back to it. Oh, look at there. I really didn't want to do that head on with that A-20, so I bugged out. He's got a lot of speed. I'm going to still see if I can catch him. Alright, I've gained up some. Starting to close the distance very slowly. Don't know whether I'm going to get a firing or in firing range before he gets back to his friendly airspace. KI-49 is on him. Got him. Right out from under the KI-49. I know I had somebody trailing me, so I was just bugging out of the area. Okay, we've got our ammo back up. Regaining some altitude. There's a Blenheim heading this way. I may or may not try to intercept it. I haven't decided yet. It's BF-109 chasing it. Set him on fire. Finished him off. Somebody's after me. It's no good. I'm running. And while I'm running, might as well see if I can attack somebody else. A black wing. Game over. Okay, let's see what we did. We got the DER-25 bomb mounts. So we'll research the rockets. Alright, we destroyed 5 enemy aircraft. We got 2 assists. 95% battle activity. 21,681 silver lions. Let's take a look at the players. Woo, goodness gracious. 10 kills this guy had. He was kicking ass. I came in with the 5. I really don't like this, you know, I just don't like the handling of the 185. So anyway, my suggestions for you if you are going to fly the 185, and this is only in reference to the joystick. I use the joystick on realistic settings, so try to keep it in a straight line. You know, don't turn very sharp, don't get into a turning fight with anybody. It's got plenty of firepower. Couple that with some stealth ammunition or some incendiary rounds that you can set these planes on fire with in a short pass, and you know, dive on your targets, do your damage, and get out of the way and head back to friendly airspace. Don't get in there and mix it up with it. Like I say, I don't know with mouse, but I have a hard time controlling it. So that's just my opinion, and everybody knows what opinions are like. If you like the video, like it. If you didn't, don't. Subscribe if you would. You can find me on Facebook at Angry Nerd Gaming. And as always, thanks for watching. Nerd out.